What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com bringing home the bacon. MLB DFS video for the last Friday of the regular season, which is wild. You guys have been with us. A lot of you are new this MLB season, and hopefully we helped you bring home the bacon. But cannot believe the season's almost over, like the regular season. We still got playoffs. We've got all of that. But I wanted to bring you guys this video to break down for this slate a little bit. So if you've never been here before, please subscribe. We are 11 people away. 11 people away from 10,000 YouTube subscribers. Very excited about it, but I want to hit that today, and I think we can do it. So if you guys would be ever so kind to do that, that would be amazing. So what we're going to do is we have a 12-game main slate we're going to look at. So we're going to look at that. We're going to see if there's anything that we want to dig into, talk about, and we'll even build a lineup as well. On the channel, or the screen right here is FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. That is our website. If you want to check it out, you can. All of the rankings for Week 4 are live. They are out there. Be on the lookout. I would say hit that bell notification on this channel because we are going to break down the main slate for NFL. I don't know if the video is going to go out tonight or tomorrow, but we're going to break it down for you. We're going to make some changes. We are also going to build some lineups using SaberSim. I just got news that the Carolina Panthers have agreed to trade Bryce Young to the Dolphins, which is a wild thing. Dolphins, they just don't have anybody, to be honest. Just kidding. Just kidding. It was the fake. It was the fake Adam Scheffler instead of Schefter. That's funny. Anyway, I almost got Sheftied. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to break down the main slate. We're going to build lineups with our SaberSim, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to go through, I'll even have it on the screen, and we'll make some adjustments. We'll simulate it with the contest simulator, which they have. We've got it all. So definitely be on the lookout for that video. It helped a lot of people last week, and it helped us put up some big numbers in Week 3. But we're here for baseball. What we're going to do is we're going to give you about the top fives at each position. We're going to look at anything. At the end of the video, we're going to do Pitches Be Crazy, which helped out one of our subscribers tie for first place 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago. And what that is we give you the top 5 pitchers that are on the slate that have the best matchups against teams that strike out the most. So it is the last weekend of the regular season. Most of the divisions are confirmed. People have won. We've got the wild cards. We've still got teams playing for things. We've got it all. So what we're going to do is we're still going to break it down. We're going to look at it a little bit and give you the top 5s. And maybe we'll build a lineup at the end of the video as well. Towards the end, we are also going to give you all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through early simulations for the day. Now, I will admit, today there are not that many. When I look it over real quick, not that many. So yeah, we will look at it and we will build. So if you are new to the channel, we do have giveaways. The giveaway is like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment on this video. If this video gets at least 50 likes, you have a chance to win a free week of FTA+. 100 likes on the video, a chance at a free month. 150 likes on the video, a chance at a free year. 200 or more likes on the video, a chance at a lifetime pass worth $500. Now, we had 54 likes on the video 2 days ago, but we only had 13 comments, so you have a really good shot at winning. If you leave a like, you got to leave a comment to be in the running. I don't know who likes the video. I can only know it when you leave a comment. So we're going to see who the winner of the free week is right now, and you can win every single day, and someone probably going to be a winner that have already won before. Barry Middlebrooks, congratulations. Please email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com. Let me know if you have a username on the website, which I do believe you do. Let me know that. And in the subject line of the email, say daily like winner 927 or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look. So we did win the other night, and you can see we took down the slate 142.2. It's wild because like you would expect some certain slates take more than 142. That night, it did not, and we did well. We even got a 0 out of Matt Chapman. We went with a San Francisco stack against Arizona, and I believe Brandon fought that night. Home run here. We had a home run here, home run here, home run here. We got the home runs we needed. We got the pitching we needed. And we had a really good day. $110 win, $100 here, $10 or $110 in this matchup here for me. So that's what we love to see. And that's using our cheat sheet. That's using everything under the MLB tab right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each position and we're going to give you the players that we like. So again, these are in good standings. These are in a good spot for us here. So looking at the pitching right now, Carlos Rodon is the number one pitcher that we have projected out. We have him 9,300, so he's the fourth most expensive. He put his ERA under 3, coming off a good game against Oakland. In Oakland, they won 10-0. He had 4 strikeouts. He is facing Pittsburgh, which he has not faced them this year, and trying to see. Obviously, he pitched for the White Sox before, and they played Pittsburgh in the past. But I do not believe. Yeah, okay, so 38 plate appearances against this team. They have hit 364 against him, but that is 8 total at-bats there. So Connor Joe is 5 for 7 with a home run, so that's a 714 batting average. Brian Reynolds, and I can show you on the screen. Brian Reynolds 0 for 7. You got Kutch 2 for 4, which is 500. So all these numbers are going to be very skewed. You got IKF, who played with him before. Jared Triolo 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. So there you go, 667. I mean, just looking at that, the numbers are going to be skewed a little bit, but I absolutely love what he brings to the table. And the Pirates strike out the fourth most out of all teams. So I've got Carlos Rodon here. So the Yankees did, and this is what some people are going to be thinking about, the Yankees did clinch the division last night. But they are trying to play for the best record in the AL, which would give them home field advantage through the entire playoffs. So I do believe we're going to see the best lineup out there for them the rest of this weekend. And that'll take them out there. They're already going to the ALDS. They've already got home field advantage there, but they need home field advantage overall. And I think at the moment, if we look at their standings, they're 93 and 66. Currently, they do have the best record. Cleveland 92 and 67. Houston 86. So as of the moment, if they could win one game and Cleveland loses one game, I believe, or, Yankees need to win 2 or Cleveland needs to lose 2, and they will have it. So I still think we're going to see, at least today and tomorrow, the best matchup, the best lineups here, maybe even through the entire weekend. So I do have Rodon there. I think the Yankees are going to come through. Judge has a home run in 5 straight games. He's got a matchup against Jared Jones. They hit righties better than lefties. I really like Carlos Rodon number 1 and the Yankees as a stack. But DeGrom at number 2, he's going up against the Angels. So we've got DeGrom down here. You're going to save a little bit of money at 8,400. 135 ERA. Only 2 starts, but, only 3 innings. That's the problem. I don't know if he's going to go deeper into the game. Workload restriction. If he could go 5 innings, he's got a great matchup to go 5 innings. I don't know if he's going to be on there or if it's a pitch count. I do currently have him number 2, but we'll wait to see if any news comes out about anything like that. So we do have some weather concerns today. It is Pitt at New York, Houston at Cleveland. I don't want to root for Houston because Houston's Houston, but if they could sweep Cleveland, that would be amazing. Don't know if they can, but if they could, that would be in the favor. So Rodon, he's up there, or Rodon's number 1. DeGrom, as of now, number 2, but we'll wait for some news, see if anything else comes out. If he could get his 5 innings, he's in a great spot at his matchup with his matchup here against the Angels. Number 3, I kind of like Sean Manaea going up against Milwaukee. Splits-wise, he has not faced them this year. Pitching on the road, he does have a 2.78 ERA, so he's been better on the road. Coming off, look at these starts. The pitchers are there, 89 to 100 pitches, basically. He did well against Philly in 7 innings. He's gone 7 innings. I've got Manaea in number 3. He could push DeGrom for number 2, though. Number 4, Max Fried up against Kansas City. Kansas City, they do hit lefties well. Again, Kansas City, they have a wild card spot, which is wild to see. So they still want to maintain that. So I do think Kansas City keeps their entire lineup out there, and they do hit lefties a little bit better. with, Sal Perez, you've got Bobby Witt Jr., you've got them. So Max Fried for tournaments, I do not mind him there. Then Pablo Lopez. I do like Pablo Lopez going up against Baltimore, who Baltimore's a good team, but they have struggled lately. They did take 2 of 3 against the Yankees. They lost 10-1. He's already faced them once this year, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, which was a home run, and 7 strikeouts. He has dominated them this year. And we look at his splits when he is pitching at home. He does have a better ERA of 3.64. So move to the catcher position. Number 1 catcher position tonight, Will Smith. He's going to be very expensive because he's in Coors, but he does have a great matchup here against Cal Quantrill. You're going to have to find some value if you want to take Will Smith, but I got him number 1. The matchup is there. The ballpark is there. I love everything about that. Number 2, I've got Cal Raleigh going up against JP Sears. Cal Raleigh, big dumper, lefty-righty. He's a switch hitter. I like him here. Number 3 is Yainer Diaz going up against Joey Cantillo. Number 4, I've got Alejandro Kirk going up against Miami. And where is he? Did I miss Kirk? Against Aller. So Adam Aller. I've got him there. And then number 5, it depends if you can put him in there. But you've got Mitch Garver if he's in there. So he usually smashes lefties. And if you want to see BVP, you want to see DVP, you want to see batter splits, we've got all that on the website. But we also have that at Outlier.bet, which is the sponsor of this video. So make sure you check out Outlier.bet. Get a 7-day free trial. Go to the $20 package. We're going to give you a free month if you use our link. Go to the $130 package. We're going to give you 3 months free of FTA Plus, which is a $90 value on top of it. So make sure you go check that out. So if Mitch Garver's not your cup of tea, if he doesn't start, I do like Jonah Heim at LA or Hunter Goodman versus the Dodgers in Colorado. Just depends on the pitcher that the Dodgers throw out there. Now, currently, we do not have the pitcher for the Dodgers. We do not have the pitcher for Seattle. And I believe there's one more we don't have the pitcher for. Detroit. Now, Detroit is still trying to stay in the playoffs. The White Sox, obviously, historically, a very bad team. They moved Garrett Crochet back one day so they could try to spoil their division rival from going to the playoffs, which would be hilarious. So I think Garrett Crochet, I don't think he's on a pitch count now. I think they shove, and I think they give him what they want, and maybe he goes out with a bang as long as he stays healthy in this game. So we move to first base. Obviously, Ohtani is there. He is $8,000. That is wild. He's in Colorado. Over under 1.5. I would say over 1.5 bases. I've never seen a batter at 8,000. Ohtani in Colorado makes a lot of sense. First base or outfield. He's obviously number 1. Number 2, I think, is Vladdy versus Adam Aller. Number 3 is Matt Olson versus Kansas City. Matt Olson against Brady Singer. I do like that matchup. Number 4, we've got Christian Walker going up against Martin Perez. And then number 5, I've got Carlos Santana, as long as the weather holds up, in this ballpark here versus Baltimore. I do like Carlos Santana in this matchup. Moving to second base, we have Ketel Marte. He's very expensive, but he's got a great matchup here. Switch hitter. Number 2 is Marcus Semien. Number 3, got Gavin Lux at Colorado. Actually, under $5K for a Dodgers batter. I don't mind that. Number 4 is Ozzie Albies versus Brady Singer. And then number 5 is Jose Altuve versus Joey Cantillo. We love to take Altuve against a lefty pitcher, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So we move to third base here. I don't think it's a surprise. Jose Ramirez, number 1 versus Ronel Blanco. Number 2 is Max Muncy at Colorado. Is going to be expensive. Number 3 is Matt Chapman versus Seattle or St. Louis. Number 4 is Manny Machado at Arizona. And then number 5 is Alex Bregman versus Joey Cantillo against the Guardians. Then we move to shortstop. Right now, depending on where we're at for shortstops, number 1, and it's going to be a little maybe surprising to you. Number 1, I do have Lindor versus Montas. So I think a lot of people were thinking Bobby Witt Jr. Lindor versus Montas, I do like that matchup here. Number 2 is Tommy Edman. going in Colorado, so he's going to be a little bit more expensive, but I've got him there. Number 3, I've got Bobby Witt Jr. Number 4, I have Gunnar Henderson. And number 5, I have Ezequiel Tovar. We're waiting on the pitcher for the Dodgers. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait for him, but we are waiting for him. So those are our top 5 shortstops. And now our top 10 outfielders tonight. Ohtani, he's obviously there, but if we use him at first base, he's not outfield. So number 1 for outfield, if we're not using Ohtani, is Mookie Betts. Number 2 is Teoscar Hernandez. I think you know the pattern. A Dodger stack is where we're at, but if you want to fade, that's going to be the main chalk stack today. If you want to fade that, I understand that. Number 3, I've got Aaron Judge. They're trying to maintain the best record in the AL. He's hit a home run in 5 straight games. We've got him, number 3. Number 4 is Jarren Duran. Number 5 is George Springer. 6, Fernando Tatis Jr. 7, Kyle Tucker. 8, Juan Soto. 9, Marcell Ozuna. And number 10, as of now, Corbin Carroll going into San Diego facing Martin Perez, who is a lefty. I don't care. Lefty on lefty matchup. I am okay with that. So those are our top 10 outfield and top 5 at each position. They can and probably will change once we get all of the news out that some people are sitting today because, again, some teams have already clinched. Some teams are already out of it. So we'll wait for news. But if you want to wait, about 2 hours before lineup lock, make sure you check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. $10 for a week gets you a week of MLB, a week of NASCAR, NBA when it's back, NFL, PGA, and MMA as well. So we have MMA this Saturday, so make sure you check that out as well. $10 will get you all of that for 1 week, or $30 for a month. Or, currently running a special. A yearly pass is normally $199. The first 10 people that email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, that's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com, and ask for the yearly special. Normally $199, we'll give it to you for $99. That's a year of everything we offer for $99. That's DFS and sports betting. So if you would like, all you got to do is email me, and we will get you set up. First 10 people, once that's done, it is done. That being said, we have pitches be crazy real quick. We've got number 1, J.P. Sears at Seattle because Seattle strikes out the most. Now, I wanted to see what Sears has done against them this year. And splits-wise, he's already faced them twice this year. 12 innings, 7 earned runs, 13 strikeouts. So the strikeouts have been there. Would not use him in DFS, but for like strikeout purposes, if we are looking at, sports betting, I'm okay if his line is like 6. 5 plus strikeouts or 6, I'm okay with that. Number 2 is whoever the Dodgers pitcher is at Colorado. We're still waiting to see that, so that's something we've got to wait on. Number 3 is Taj Bradley at Boston. Number 4 is Carlos Rodon versus Pittsburgh. And number 5 is whomever the Seattle pitcher is versus Oakland. Now, trying to see if they think who it's going to be for Seattle. They think it's going to be Luis Castillo. Is he coming off the IL? Okay, yeah. So that was that. He didn't make the series back, so maybe he's going to be back, and maybe the news just hasn't broke. If it is Luis Castillo and he is not on a pitch count, he's in a great matchup here against Oakland. He's already faced them twice this year, 13 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts. That's what we'd like to see. We are waiting to see that news, so wait for the news through the day, and we will see about that. So then, we look at all the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating today. Not a ton today, like I said. As of now, we will wait for some news. But we got Juan Soto, number 1. Number 2 is Anthony Santander. 3 is Vladdy. 4 is Jorge Soler. 5 is Jesse Winker. And number 6 is Keibert Ruiz versus Frankie Montas. Or versus Suarez. That is it. We don't have a ton. We have a few 9 out of 10, which are number 1, Jose Ramirez. 2, Bobby Witt Jr. 3, Marcell Ozuna. 4, Gunnar Henderson. 5, Yordan. 6, Kyle Tucker. 7, Stephen Kwan. And 8, Carlos Santana. So that's it. We don't have a ton of 10s right now. We'll wait for the news because we are still waiting on some weather. We're still waiting on some of the pitchers to be confirmed, and that will update. That's why we wait a little bit throughout the day for the simulation. So any questions, comments, concerns, get those down below. Like we said, we're going to try to build you a lineup. Depending on what you're looking for a lineup. If you don't trust Jacob deGrom, I get that. I understand that. So let's try to build a lineup using the pitchers, using the batters that we looked at. So the lineup that is kind of heavy right now is a Giants and Mets stack. A 4 Giants, it's a 5-3 stack with the Mets and the Giants. But I've got Rodon here, number 1. Got him. I love him here. I've got him as the number 1 pitcher today. Sean Manaea going up against Milwaukee, number 2 pitcher. We got Bailey, who helped us win that $100, $110. First base, I got Pete Alonso going up against Frankie Montas. I just don't trust him. And if we look at Frankie Montas, has he faced the Mets this year? He has not. In his career, has he faced them? That's what I'm wondering. So we use Baseball Savant. We go to probable pitchers. We go to Montas, 63 plate appearances, a 304 batting average against the Mets. So not a ton, but Lindor's 4 for 11 with 2 doubles. You do have Luis Torrens with a home run. You got Jesse Winker, 2 for 7. You got JD Martinez, 2 for 9. I still like a Mets. I don't trust Frankie Montas at all. So I will take the Mets stack here as well. Second base, if he's in there, is Walton. I don't know if he'll be in there going up against Mikolas. Hasn't done much, but again, this is a cheaper option if you're trying to build a stack. Now, you could obviously go a different direction. Matt Chapman against Mikolas, Lindor. I do like Lindor. Brandon Nimmo against Montas, I do like. Then you got Yastrzemski. And then I am looking at about 3,000 to finish. Oh, I forgot second base. Did Walton knock? Oh. Walton didn't go in there. So outfield is 3,700, which allows us, some flexibility. Wilyer Abreu against Bradley, okay. Pham against Fried, lefty-righty matchup, I don't mind. Ramon Laureano, who's been hitting some home runs lately. Double digits except for one game there. He's been doing good. Brings us to Conforto versus Mikolas, lefty-righty matchup. Game log-wise, he's done well. You could go Conforto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 San Francisco bats. You've got 3 Mets bats with their pitcher. Got a Yankees pitcher. Then you've got, that's just one. Now, this is just one lineup you can build. Obviously, there are different directions you can go. You can go different pitchers that are on the slate. For instance, we talked about Pablo Lopez, who's in a good matchup here. Maybe you want to go Pablo Lopez in a different direction. So let's go Rodon. I'm still putting him in there. We're putting Lopez. And then kind of a Texas stack against Detmers. Detmers has had good outings. He's also gotten lit up this year. So if you look at Detmers, who's all the way... Did I miss him? 6,800 against DeGrom. Splits-wise, he has not faced Texas this year. 6.67 ERA. Coming off a terrible start against Houston, a bad start against the White Sox. But he had a couple of good starts in there, but then he didn't do well. So a Texas stack... a Texas stack against Detmers, I do not mind whatsoever. Simeon against the lefty, I absolutely love Marcus Simeon. You got Duffy. I don't know if Duffy's going to be in there. He could be. Could start the game here. A cheap option if he is in there. He's only played 2 games. So this is one that, I guess Josh Young got added to the IL. Didn't realize that. Ezekiel Duran is on the paternity leave. 2 transaction open up third. Blah, blah, blah. So if Duffy is in there, he's a very cheap option. Don't expect much out of him, but him against a lefty, I do not mind. But you can obviously switch him up if Duran is back. You got Josh Smith going up against Detmers, which I love. Then we've got kind of to go along with Miami and Jake Berger, Jesus Sanchez going up against Jose Barrios. Then 2 outfielders were able to fit in Teoscar in Colorado. And then we got 4,900 to mess around with in the outfield. So depending on where you want to go, if you want to continue a Texas stack, we can. If you want to go Charlie Blackmon, who's been pretty decent his last week, he is retiring at the end of the year. He's done well since then. So again, that gets you a lefty bat here in Coors. So you could go Blackmon. You could obviously go Michael Harris, who's dominating when he's been leading off. Home run, 924. Again, so they obviously didn't play for the Hurricane, but it seems to have passed, so they should be playing. But he's been just dominating. Michael Harris makes a ton of sense in this matchup. He's not had a goose egg since September 9th. So he's been on fire leading off. So you could do Michael Harris, okay? You could do Buxton against the lefty. I don't mind that. Another one you could look at, and we could look at this, Wyatt Langford against Detmers. Langford steals bases, hits home runs. You can see back-to-back stolen bases, home run and a stolen base in that. So I'm going to go with that. That is a Texas stack. You've got Langford, you got Smith, you got Duffy, you got Simeon, you got Jonah Heim as your Texas stack. You got a couple of Miami bats. You've got your pitchers that aren't in there. And then you've got Teoscar Hernandez in Colorado. But you can put Charlie Blackmon in there if you would like to build a lineup. So those are just a couple of lineups just to build around to start you on your path, hopefully to victory. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are done with the video. Make sure you check out our NFL content this weekend. Good luck, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.